What's up, everybody? Welcome back into the Ride Life podcast here. My name is Brian. I got my host, Jim, down in Rhode Island. And we got a show for you tonight. We got a roast. We got a guest. We got some fall riding stories. But other than that, what's up, Jim? How you been?
I'm looking forward to tonight's show, man. It's action packed with the Ride Life Rose. We got a guest on who I never thought would come on the show. And he actually, as a matter of fact, he was at the road show with us and he didn't want to come on. He was like shaking his head, like, no, no, no. So
Yeah.
looking forward to having him on because he's had some cool experiences lately.
Yeah. Well, with the whole bike buying, trading in scam he put on the internet, so I'm kind of curious what was going on behind the scenes.
Riding to and from Smoky Mountain Bike Week, riding down on one bike, coming back on another bike. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's what happened, but we're gonna find out the real story.
Let's find the truth.
Yeah.
We'll find out the truth when he comes on.
Yeah.
And we got another bike roast tonight, dude. Is this not the best like early fall weather you can remember in a long time?
Oh my god, dude. I've been riding my ass off. It's been fantastic. Even this morning I woke up early. Well, about 7 o'clock, and put on a hoodie, my vest, and my helmet, and it was perfect. Went out for a ride. I think this morning, so it was Sunday morning. I went out for a rip. There was no cars on the road, so I was able to like practice some figure eights, some slow moving stunt maneuvers. I was doing some figure eights without putting my feet down. I was doing some just sit down donuts. Still using my front brake. I can't quite get the slide into it and like start the donut without using a front brake yet, but hey, I feel like I'm getting better. I'm feeling more confident, and I love it. I'm addicted. That's all I think about. That's all I want to do is rip on that FXR.
That's awesome. It's been cool, man. I've been able to do like just midweek, like coming home and like run a couple errands and stuff like that. But today, I went down to Point Judith Lighthouse. Um, It's a pretty cool spot. It's one of those places that like if you look up like good motorcycle rides in Rhode Island, that's one they always tell you to take. I don't think it's the greatest ride in. There's different ways you can go, but it's just a cool spot. It's Point Judith Lighthouse is actually now it's a Coast Guard and Homeland Security station, so you can't get to the lighthouse. But the whole thing's on top of a cliff, so you can go up and sit up there and look off the cliffs. And like there were tankers out in the backgrounds and boats all going by. It's a great spot. And I left my house. It was 87.
Whoa, what time do you leave your house?
We left a little bit late, so it was like right around noonish or so.
Okay.
So I had some stuff to do this morning. It was 87 when I left, and when I got to Point Judith, it was about 75, and it was just absolutely beautiful.
It's just perfect. Like I said, Ethan came down from Michigan, and we rode Monday and Tuesday of last week, and the weather was just perfect. Got to show him some good roads. But yeah, just love it. I don't know, but I do enjoy the hot weather when I can ride all night in a t-shirt, because once the sun goes down, it gets cold. So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was weird. I left out. I didn't realize it was 86. I left out with a sweatshirt on. I think I pulled over like 10 minutes down. I'm like, I got to get rid of this.
I always, whenever I dress up in this type of weather, I always dress up too much. So I have layers upon layers on, then I'm dying. But I'd much rather be that way than freezing. I'm such a
Oh,
pussy.
freezing is the worst. Like when your fingers get cold, your chest and your arms are cold, your legs are cold. You feel like you can't like get off the bike, like you can't put your feet down, but like you all you want to do is stop because you're
Yeah.
just so cold.
Nope. That's true.
But yeah, I mean this was like perfect. It is still like I mean it's 50 in the morning down here. It's a couple of days it was in the 40s, but like by the 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's in the 60s and it's been warm. I mean, it's been warm every day. High temps in the high 70s. I mean, it's perfect riding weather.
Yep. Tomorrow again supposed to be a high of 82, which they said that about today. And it was like 86, 87. So I'm gonna be riding all day again tomorrow. I can't wait.
Yeah, this was cool today because it's been a little bit since I've taken like more than just kind of running around and stuff. And we went to grab some ice cream and then took the country roads back and then kind of just finished up zipping up the highway because I had a few things to do. You know what I was thinking as I was coming up the highway? I was like, man, I think this helmet is getting quieter.
Really? Yeah,
I don't know if I'm getting used to it or it's just getting quieter, but it felt noticeably quieter.
yeah, you're probably just getting used to it because yeah, the same with mine. I'm loving the helmet. I can't even imagine like riding without a helmet. I've worn my helmet so much lately that I really I like it.
I know, and I
Yeah.
used to love taking off with no helmet on, and I don't even think twice about it now.
No, I know it's a good habit to be in because you got the shield. You got it's nice without the pounding of the wind on your face.
For
So,
sure.
but hey, I just want to show you the shirt that I got. Um, my buddy Cody. I think it's his brother-in-law, but High Test Supply, hightestsupply.com. Go check them out on Instagram, and they got some cool designs. He's hand drawn all the designs. Got different sizes, different. Get it on anything. So go check them out. Hightestsupply.com. Go check them out.
That actually reminds me of something. So Brian's been working on logos, logo designs, stuff to put on t-shirts, cool stuff. And we're thinking about opening up. Well, we're probably going to open a merch store, but I wanted to ask you, like, I'll get the merch store set up eventually here in the next few weeks. Should we put a bunch of logos on Instagram and run a poll and see what people are into? Or
Yeah,
should we just offer a bunch?
yeah. I think we should just offer a bunch. So because I looked into it because I talked to Brendan, Night Owl Rides, another one got cool shirts. Go check him out. Night Owl Rides on Instagram. But it's called printful.com. And you can kind of go. I went on there. I haven't really figured it out yet, but you go on there and you can kind of pick out what shirt they want you to sell. Like Brendan was telling me, the Gildan shirt, the Gildon or Gildan, however you say it. You know, they could pick those T-shirts, pick the color, pick the design. We put the design on there. They pick all that. They can put it on a mug. They can put it on a hoodie, a T-shirt, or whatever. And then, so they ship it out. They do everything. Print it, ship it out. And then we just get like a small little piece of that money, like $9 a T-shirt or $5 a T-shirt, whatever it is. But whatever it is, we're just going to put right back into the podcast and try to help it out and make it better for you guys.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. You've come up with a lot of stuff. Maybe you and I should just narrow down a few that we like to have up there, and let people do it, and then they can order whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that. We'll put a few up on Instagram, see what you guys think. If you guys are interested in a T-shirt, shoot us a message. Just let us know. But if you don't want a T-shirt, whatever, the same thing. We're just trying to put some things out there, get the name out there. Like we're not gonna make a lot of money, so.
Yeah, and the point really isn't to make money. The point is to get the name out there. But Brian, all the stuff that we've got so far, Brian's paid for it out of pocket. So this is a way for him to, get stuff and recoup some of that money if it comes in and put it back into the podcast, but like not have to upfront all the money for it. So
That's the thing. Like if we ordered, 50 T-shirts, yeah, I'd have to keep them and try to ship them out. It's just so much easier by doing it this way. So we'll figure that out. We'll keep you updated on the podcast and see what's happening. But
I will tell you, I'll dive into that. I'm happy to do it. I'm probably not going to spend a lot of time on it before it gets kind of too cold to ride, though.
I know exactly.
Being honest.
We'll figure this stuff over the winter. We got riding to do right now.
I know it's too nice out.
But so we got a guest coming on. But I want to do a roast, right?
Yeah.
So Austin is up tonight. Austin is a friend of Todd from Long Island, and I think he lives in Ohio. But he sent us in his 2005 Street Glide and Dyna. Got a couple little mods to it and stuff. And I think he's on the chopping block, Jim. I think he's ready to roast. So why don't you mark it for our YouTube followers so they can see what this bike looks like.
All right, the tape is marked.
All right, so this is what we call the Ride Life Roast. Thank you, Austin, for sending it in. We appreciate that. All right, let me get to my notes. I got some notes in here. So he sent in this picture. He looks so happy in that picture. That must have been before he took off and saw 100 other black Dynas riding next to him. So the only thing this Dyna needs is some handguards to complete the. I put miles on my Dyna. Yeah, nice burnt copper wheels. The powder coater must have ran out of black. Hopefully you got a good deal on that color. But yeah, he went.
This
it's a good look.
This bike looks like it came with a free pair of Vans.
Oh yeah, he did a good job building, and I really hope they sent him that Sons of Anarchy T-shirt after he finished his build.
What do you think of that fairing and that windshield, Bry?
God, every time I see that fairing, it reminds me of Kid from Kid and Play. You know, with the straight up hair.
With the straight up hair. Dude, honestly, that fairing and windshield is so tall, I think Al Qaeda's planning to fly a plane into it.
Paul, you brought in Paul Jr. Oh, that's funny. So, what does that sticker say on the swing arm? I like music that sounds like shit. Well, apparently he likes an exhaust that sounds like shit with that Two Brothers exhaust he's got on there.
I mean, we could tell by looking at the bike, we know he has shitty taste in music, so.
Yeah.
04,
05. It's definitely known as the weird years for Dynas, so I guess that just fits Austin perfect. Fucking weirdo Austin. But that's it. That's all I come up with, Austin. It's a pretty cool bike. 04, 05. Fuel injected Dynas. Everybody's seeking them. Everybody wants them. Nobody wants to deal with a carburetor anymore. So he's got a cool bike there, and hopefully he puts down the toolbox and just rides it, leaves it as it is, because I don't want to see what else he does to that bike.
It's a pretty cool bike, but like it's the first Dyna I think I've ever seen with a backrest.
Well, that's just in case he gets some chicks, but he's not getting any chicks with a Dyna. He'll pick up some guys. I'm
looking at this bike. The only chicks he's getting with this bike won't fit on that back seat.
No. Well, he's got the leather pros in case they got some luggage for him.
Maybe not luggage, but probably they'll come with a bunch of baggage. So
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's these people sending. I love it. They're sending in the pictures, but they're cool bikes. I mean, I love Dynas. I can't knock on the Dynas too much. But, let's see. I'm looking at his bike again. I love the S&S teardrop. You got to throw that in to pretend like he's old school chopperish or something. But I think I just noticed something. Hold on. What is that? Oh, he's got those gay ass motocross pegs because you might slip off if you don't have those big ass spikes coming off your pegs. He's got the phone mount up there. It almost looks like he's got FXDX front forks because he got the adjustments up front there. But, yeah, that's all we got. Awesome. Thanks for sending in your bike, man. That's a cool bike. So, that was this week's roast. Oh,
dude, perfect timing.
Yeah, we just finished a roast, and here comes our guest. There he is.
Nice. Dude, I can tell by looking at his face, he shouldn't be on camera.
Wow, come on.
I'm just kidding, dude. We're so happy you're here.
Hey, I got a face for radio and a voice for silent movies.
Nice.
Well, Jim was just saying before you got on, he was super surprised that you're coming on the show, and I said, I gave him the charm. I said, come on, buddy, come on the show.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
And plus, he kind of forgot what you look like, Jim, because you never go riding with us, so I figured you guys can reunite.
True. Yeah.
Oh, with that beard like that, I almost thought he was Rhodey.
Whoa.
Solo. Nah, this beard's looking better than Rhodey. Rhodey's got like 15. Look, Rhodey's got 15 years on me, and I look 20 years older than him, so it works.
Nice. So what's up, Khoury? How you been, man?
Not too bad. How about you guys?
Pretty good. Well, we are actually loving this fall weather. The riding, you're a Massachusetts guy, so you exactly know the weather is just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I want to hear about this trip to Smoky Mountain. We want to hear about the bike shenanigans. Like what? Just fill us in, man. Like so you guys left out what? The 25th?
Friday morning, whatever date that was.
All right.
So you didn't leave Thursday because Rhodey got stuck in that rain. It rained all day that Thursday. I remember.
Yeah. Rhodey ended up leaving at like 1 a.m. from his house Friday morning.
Oh, so he missed the rain.
I left here around 6 and ended up staying at Doc's house.
Okay.
So, it was raining all day. We got lucky, like this perfect clear. The storm showed up right around 5. Was able to zip down to his house, and we were good to go. Nice.
So, how many miles was it from your house to the Smoky Mountain where you guys stayed?
900 and change.
Oh, and you guys did that in one day?
Pretty much, yeah.
Holy shit. That's some riding.
On the way home, Rhodey and I looked it up and we're like, well, we're at 900 and change. We might as well ride the extra and get the 1,000.
Yeah.
Well, so that I was gonna bring that up. Rhodey and Khoury got their iron butts coming back. Would you guys route through Dartmouth? He was telling me.
Yeah, we instead of coming back up, into Mass, we just went straight across southern Connecticut, up into Providence, over into Dartmouth, then looped back up, and that was enough to add our the extra distance we needed to get the iron butt.
Well, that's cute. You guys got your iron butts on the same day.
Oh yeah.
That's sweet. They were slapping each other on the iron butt after. Hey, on that iron butt, when you guys were, I mean, did anything happen? Like, you must have been exhausted, Rhodey said 22 hours. Anything happen? Anything crazy shit happen?
Thankfully nothing too crazy on the way home. It was pretty smooth ride.
You're gonna be pretty weary-eyed after 22 hours.
Yeah. And of course I didn't take the next day off, so I get home at 3 a.m. I gotta get back up at 6 to go to work.
Oh, wow.
So let me ask you that. So you came home on Sunday, right? So you got your 1,000 miles in your 22 hours. It was 1,070 or something like that, or 1,007.
Yeah.
But you didn't stay in Rhode Island, so you kept going home.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, we like I said, we hit Dartmouth. He had to go up toward Bellingham to get the last few miles he needed. So at Bellingham we split. I kept going back up to the Pike, took the Pike back to my house, and he then worked his way back to his house.
Well, all I'm hearing is that Khoury rode more miles than Rhodey. That's all I'm hearing.
Did Rhodey have any problems with his shoulder this trip? Was he crying? Was he? No, good.
No, he did well this trip. So
good.
That new helmet seems to have changed, been enough to save him that shoulder pain.
Really? So what? With the new Daytona helmet?
Yeah. Well, before he had a heavier helmet, and I think he had 2 cameras hanging off of that thing.
You're right. I think he did.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So he got it down to 1 camera and a newer, lighter helmet. That seemed to make the difference for him.
Well, good. Yeah, he's gonna start putting out some YouTube stuff because he does some good riding, and I want to see where he goes and all that stuff. So that's cool. So, what was your first impression of Smoky Mountain? Have you been there before, actually?
I have never been to Tennessee before, so that was a brand new experience for me.
So, what was your first impressions?
It was beautiful down there. Like there's no such thing as a bad road to ride down there. Everything is just like you're riding through the middle of the mountains. You look over anywhere, you just see nothing but mountains, and you see why they call them the Smokies, because the fog is slowly burning off them. Everything's an amazing view down there.
How was the foliage? Was it like in full peak down there, or is it not quite their season?
Pretty much still green from what I saw out there.
All right, so I wonder if they must be after us because they're south. Because I know like the Kangamangas and everything right now is like this is the time to be there. So, all right, good to know. And did you go to the Wheels Through Time?
We did not end up making it there. By Monday, we were all pretty worn out. Doc was not feeling up to it, so.
Oh, okay.
So Doc, we'll get there another time, but
not that time.
Did not happen.
Because you rode out and you only stayed a few days, right?
Yeah, we got down there, Friday night. We left Tuesday morning at like 4 a.m.
So you didn't have much time.
No.
Did you get to go to Dream Rides, Tennessee?
Yeah, we did.
What?
So one of our friends, EJ, they put a windshield on it, and the tech decided super gluing the stanchions in place on a brand new CVO Road Glide was a good idea. It was not, and he got super glue all over the paint.
My God.
Yeah. Thankfully, we were able to find some super glue remover and remove the super glue. EJ went back and they were apologetic. They took care of the whole situation, but yeah, it was not a good first experience with Dream Rides. Although they have some gorgeous bikes in their showroom.
I bet I've been seeing things from Dream Rides throughout the whole week that they had an FXR show, I think, on Friday. And wow, what would possess them to put super glue?
No idea. Even the owner seemed to be like, well, I have no idea why they did that.
Yeah,
the owner took care of him. He made everything right, but it was.
Yeah, the owner John, he's a great guy. I've met him at a few FXR shows. He's just he's truly a good guy, and he treats his employees pretty good because Jesse and stuff, and now Coley works there, and So it seems like a really cool shop. So I'm glad they took care of it and it didn't become an issue. So that's cool. Um, so when you were there, did they have the vendors all set up, or were you kind of like the first ones in there?
We got there, what was it, Saturday morning, so everyone was just starting to set up. There was it CSI Custom Sounds install or something? They do the sounds stereo systems. He was there, and then they were just starting to set up their own stuff. Wasn't much else for vendors there. But I think a lot of the vendors kind of rolled in, mid to late week, so we missed a lot of them.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's Smoky Mountain Bike Week, but it did seem like everything was kind of happening towards the end of the week, which, that's cool. So besides besides Dream Rides Tennessee, and then there is a Harley shop there in the Dragon. Like, is that kind of it? Like you bounce from those three spots, or is there like?
Well, there's the dealership. They had a whole bunch of vendors there, just set up all around the parking lot. They have a big barbecue place in the middle of the parking lot. Then down the street, there's a mall. They set up another vendor village down there in the mall. So you got two different vendor places to go. And then the rest of it is just nothing but riding. Pretty much point your bike point your bike anywhere you want to go, and there's just gorgeous rides to be had.
So obviously you did the Dragon.
Yep. We did the Dragon, we did the Cherahalla, and went out and did the foothills.
Oh, nice. So what'd you think of the Dragon? Is it overrated, or do you think it's
It's a great road that's being ruined by people who want to go out there and set a land speed record.
Was there any?
It's a great road to just cruise down, but there's so many people showing up in Corvettes and Mustangs and supercars and sport bikes, and they want to just go all out down this road.
Was there any cops on that road?
There are some, but I was surprised. I didn't really see anyone getting pulled over, even though there were some people flying way too fast. Like, there was a Corvette that went blowing by us, damn near got in a head-on collision, and just kept going.
Jesus. Yep, they're everywhere.
It's a 20-mile-an-hour public road, and these guys are trying to go 80, 90 down
it. There's a reason why they have tracks. So
yeah, if you want to drive like that, go to the track. You don't even get to actually look and see all the nice scenery as you're going down it if you're going that quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy the curves. Enjoy the scenery. I agree.
Honestly, of those three roads, though, that's probably the worst of the three.
That I've heard that. So the drag, it's like kind of got overrated, and that Chicora Highway is supposed to be unbelievable. Cherahalla, yeah, I was close.
And they say, what is it that's down there? The back of the Dragon or something is really, really good. But yeah, that's what everybody says about Tail of the Dragon. Like, it's overcrowded and it's just an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's just get it out there. The elephant in the room. I need to know. So what bike? What are you riding? What kind of bike you got right now that you're riding?
I still have my Street Glide.
All right, so it's what year is that?
2015.
15 Street Glide. So somehow, some way, my phone's blowing up. Did you see what Khoury did? Khoury thinks he's cool. Khoury's joined the Me Too club. Like, and I think you know who this is from. This is all one person.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. I haven't been on my phone. What is going on, Jack? He's like
Of course it was Jack. Of course it was Jack.
So then I go on I almost got, I think I even got fooled because I was like, congrats, have a good ride home. And so what inspired this? What happened? Who's
We were halfway up the Cherahalla, and in our group, there's the road glide guys, there's the street glide guys, and it's just always a running joke of, oh, you need to ride this one, oh, you need to ride that one. I couldn't even tell you who it was. Somebody's like, we should all make a post and try and convince everyone that Khoury bought Tweedle's bike. I said, screw it. Pulled off on one of the pull-offs over there, and they had me get on his bike. We took a couple of pictures and posted them, and yeah, everyone ate it up. I mean, anyone who knows me knows I'm a street glide guy, and I have no intention of replacing my bike anytime soon.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Then I'm like, wait a minute, so how did he just buy that? He traded in his bike to who? Like, yeah so I was trying to make sense of it. I'm like, oh, maybe Tweedle was at the dealership. Maybe he works at a dealership and they cut a deal. I'm like, oh, jeez. But all right, so you still got your Street Glide. He's a Street Glide through and through.
Yep, I love
Which
that bike.
I don't blame you. I mean, I've had them both. I think the Street Glide is a way better bike to travel on. It just blocks the air. It just blocks the wind so much better. The Road Glide might look cooler, might not. I don't know. But the Road Glide definitely became real popular.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the Street Glide kind of got left behind. But like I said in one of the earlier podcasts I've did, Jim and I were talking about sales. In 2025, the Street Glide was the most sold Harley. So people are buying them. People are still buying them. And EJ is his a Road Glide or Street Glide?
He bought a Road Glide.
He bought. Oh, okay. And did he have a Street Glide?
Yes, he traded
Okay.
in the Street Glide for the CVO.
I got you.
That CVO with the Black Raven fade.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a gorgeous paint job.
it is. I saw one of those just not too long ago at the dealership near my house, and I was like, oh, I think that's the color that EJ got, and yeah, I'm glad they got all the super glue off it. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
So the Street Glide, especially like in the early like teens, 12, 13, 14, the Street Glide was everywhere. Everybody's street. You didn't see that many Road Glides. And then when the Performance Bagger came around, all of a sudden like the Road Glide like blew up. And you were seeing Performance Bagger Road Glides like everywhere. And that trend is kind of faded. I think the other thing is too with the newer bikes, a lot of people don't like the change in the headlight style for the
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people like that they really didn't slim it down, but moving like the signals into the fairing on the Street Glide. A lot of people like that.
Yep. I'll tell you that new headlight in the factory Road Glide headlight. That's the first headlight Harley's put in a bike that I think you don't have to go out and change in order to get decent light.
Yeah, it's well, they finally did all LEDs, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Even
because
the LEDs before were not up to par with your Hogworks and your custom dynamics and
They're better than factory, but I always wonder like when you do stuff like when you buy a Harley Davidson like factory, headlight, if it's still trying to conform to what's supposed to be legal for the street, whereas the other companies don't really care.
I don't know
well,
because like the custom dynamic Shark Demon is probably 10 times brighter and still DOT legal.
Is it?
well, that I think that whole thing just became a thing because the Baja lights, those LP6s were so bright, and people started getting pulling over because they were so bright and they were not DOT rated. They were off-road use only. And then Custom Dynamics came out with the Shark Demon that was DOT approved, and so that's how that came about.
Yeah,
Which-
that LP6
which
has a ton of light. It has zero. It just throws it everywhere. It's a flood. Whereas they actually like control the light and put out a proper beam with the Shark Demon.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's getting kind of annoying riding down the street at night because you're just blinded by every car, and you're like, does he have his high beams on? No. I mean, it's just like, I can't even look. When I'm riding at night, I see a car coming or a bike coming, I almost have to look at the white line to my right just so I don't get blinded.
I do.
Yeah, so. So, do you have any other bikes besides the Street Glide? I don't think...
Not really, no. I mean, I've got my dad's 1979 Honda Twin Star in the garage, but it's far from running.
You have no desire to put it back together?
Yes and no.
I don't
I
even...
mean, it's my dad's first bike, huh?
A Honda Twin Star. I don't know if I've ever heard of a...
It was think of like the bone stock Honda street bike for the time, and it had a 185cc engine in it. Yeah, it was a tiny little like it was a little economy bike. That thing got 100 and some odd to the gallon.
Yeah. Is it a one lunger or was it a V twin? Okay, parallel. Yep, nice.
What was your first bike?
So I started on a Yamaha FZ07, which is a Yamaha 700cc twin sport naked. That thing, it was nice and light. They were relatively cheap. I never ran out of power on it. It was a great bike to learn on, and then I started doing more distance. It was time to trade up, so that's when I found my Street Glide.
Yeah, those nakeds are pretty popular. Like the like that Yamaha, the Kawasaki had one that was wicked popular. The name is escaping me. They had FZ, I think Kawasaki FZ something, FZ 900 was real popular. But you're right. When you're going 500 miles, they're not as comfortable.
No. You think the metric cruiser is ever going to make a comeback? Or do you think it's just flooded with Harleys and Indians now?
I don't know. I mean, the metric cruisers, I feel like they put them out there because they feel they have to, not necessarily because they want to compete.
Yeah, I could see that. But I had a friend that was all about that. I think it was a Suzuki MB 109.
Oh, the M109R. Yeah, it was like they called
The
it
Boulevard,
a
right?
cruiser.
I don't know. It was like an 1800. It was giant. I mean, fast. But it just...
Yeah, back when Harley was building 96s, they were building a, what was it, a 10, 108, 109?
Yep.
Yeah.
But, they could just never get the sound right. Shaft driven. They used to take off and, reliable as all hell. But I get, as a Harley rider, I don't care about reliability. We just want it to look good.
But I think with Indian being what it is now and the popularity, a lot of the people that would have bought, a Honda or a Suzuki cruiser probably are looking at they're looking at Indians because they're basically people that just don't want to buy a Harley. That was really what it was about, and it was like, well, Harleys leak oil and Harleys are crap, and so they're looking for any alternative. Especially like in the early 2000s, like. That was it. You were going to buy a Honda or a Kawasaki or a Suzuki because you didn't have Indian, and then Polaris came around, Victory motorcycles for a little bit, and now the Indians. I bet you a lot of those people are buying Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
for sure.
Something interesting I just found out. You realize Massachusetts now has one single Indian dealer for the entire state.
Is it in Westford?
No, it's the one in Worcester. Is it Wagner?
Okay.
That's the only one for the whole state. I think Mom's and that other one shut down.
Really? Yeah, because there was a pretty big one it might have been Tingsboro, Mass, and that was a pretty good sized dealership right on the river there. Huh?
Yeah, they had Indian, KTM, something else up there too, Husqvarna.
Yep, and all those like Aprilia, like just nobody buys those anymore. Man, I would love to have another supermoto. I love those. Talk about riding wheelies on the street. Feel like you're riding a dirt bike, like you're doing something illegal, just riding down the street. Oh, it's great. Great times. But let's talk about mobbing the mountains. So I know you're going next year, and you said we already got a cabin reserved. Is that the deal?
Yep. I locked in a cabin earlier this year, so we've got, I forget how many beds, but I think it's 18 or 19 beds.
Holy shit, really? Okay.
Yep. About like half of it's full, I think. Are you guys coming or?
I'm coming. I told you I was coming.
Okay, so you're in.
Yep.
Jim?
When is it? It's the end of June, but I don't remember the exact dates. I don't have them in front of me. It's after, it's my birthday weekend, right? I think it is my birthday weekend. I'd like to.
Yeah. Like we know when your friggin' birthday is.
The last weekend in June.
Huh.
You should know. We've only known each other 47 years. Your birthday's coming up any day now.
Yeah, you know what? Today is my birthday.
I knew it was soon.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday. I knew
Thanks.
it was like any day, because I know it's in the single digits.
Yeah. Today was the birthday. That's why I had to go down to Mom's house and I told my mom, I said, Ma, I shouldn't have committed to this. It's like 85 degrees. I should be riding my motorcycle. But she had ice cream cake, so I was like, all right, I'll oblige.
Nice. Ice cream cake. That's where it's at, man.
Dude, I love it.
They still got Carvel in Chelmsford. You can go in and get the Will ice cream cake.
I don't know if the Carvel's still there or not.
Have you been to last one? That was the last one I can remember.
Dude, I haven't been to Chelmsford in so long, but I know Drum Hill is just completely different. They got new restaurants, new stuff, so
I haven't been through there in forever.
Yeah. But, all right, let's get back to mobbing. So
I'd like to. That's the goal. I like to. I gotta get through the end of this year. At the end of this year, I'll have a better idea as to what I can and cannot commit to. But honestly, like I would love to go to mobbing more than anything. Like more than any other than Sturgis, mobbing would be where I want to be next year.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get at the point where we're gonna do a Ride Life BBQ too, and obviously I want Khoury, Rody, Doc, EJ, that whole crew. I want them here at the house hanging out. So I don't want it to mix up, be anywhere near mobbing. So I figure we could have a day or two in Laconia as a group, do the barbecue, kind of hang out in Laconia, do that bike week, and then hopefully head out to mobbing.
So Laconia next year is a little bit more of the traditional. It's like the 14th through the 21st or something like that, and then mobbin's like after that.
Yep.
Perfect. So we have a.
Is it going to end on Father's Day weekend, or is it starting on Father's Day weekend again?
No, it ends on Father's Day weekend again this year.
So they went back.
Father's Day just happens to be a little bit later in the month than it normally is, but it's like the 14th through the 21st or something.
All right. So Khoury, what day do you think the Ride Life BBQ should be on? It should be on a weekday or a weekend?
I'd say a weekend.
All right. So I think Saturday is probably the best day. You think?
Yeah. I think it's easier for most people to get the weekend off.
Yeah, and then plus with Sunday being Father's Day, I don't want to do it then. So I think Saturday.
So I would say the second Saturday or the first Sunday of Laconia Bike Week.
Oh, the first Sunday, that could be a good one too.
Yeah, the first Sunday is not a bad one.
Yeah, I like that. All right. So we'll have to. We'll put our heads together. We'll figure out a Ride Life BBQ date, and then we'll figure out mobbing. So for mobbing this year, Khoury, are we really going to trailer? Are we putting them in the back of the truck and going, or what?
Oh yeah.
All right, good.
I got no problem with that.
Perfect.
You know a trailer that we can fit them all on, or?
Yeah, I can get a trailer. Yep, I got. Right. Well, how many are coming with us?
That's a good question. I don't know.
If it's just me and you, we could figure it out. I mean, we could fit it. Me, you, and Jim. Yep. We could do that easily.
All right.
So, because my buddy Edwin.
Right, we might have to ride 700 and something miles. I know they said you guys did a shit ton of miles down there this year, but.
Oh yeah, I mean, round trip, I was 2,300 miles in 5 days. It was a lot.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a stunt rider, so I don't do that kind of mileage. Sorry.
Can't do a 700-mile burnout.
No. Actually, it's funny because I had some old FXR wheels that the bearings and everything was still good. I had an old sprocket, old rotor, so I put it all back together last night. So I have an extra whole wheel for the FXR. So I'll always have two burners going at once. So I'm ready. But yeah, so mobbing, I'm definitely going to trailer it out there because I want to do some stunting, rip those roads on the FXR. I don't know if you heard the last podcast, Khoury, but the Road Glide to me is getting kind of a boring bike to ride. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's just because the 6-speed it's geared so high. It's just kind of, it's not peppy. It's kind of like, it's a great touring bike. It's just not as fun around town. So
is that because it's a 6-speed or is that because it's a stock 96?
A little bit of both. So I was thinking if I chain drive it, I can change up the gearing, mm-hmm. and then I'd probably have to throw a cam in it just to liven it up, and then it would probably be fun.
Build the motor.
I know. It's funny. Like all my bikes I have, they're all stock motors. I don't have any motor work done. They're just like a piece of cake, and I just put some icing on them to make them look good. Except the FXR. The FXR has a cam, and it's got some motor work, not done by me, but it definitely has some motor work. So.
I don't know. My opinions about your bikes don't really matter, but I think you should leave it alone.
Oh no, your opinion matters, Jim.
Yeah, so when you want to do some miles, when you want to do some comfortable miles, mm-hmm. you got something that's comfortable. Like, and if you're gonna be like, if we have to go somewhere where we're riding a few hundred miles, and especially if there's any highway involved, the last thing you want to do is be revving in the moon all day because you got it all up in the back, and you get fucking 3 other bikes you can stunt on.
You know what? As you were saying that, I was like, fuck you, Jim, and your damn fucking opinions. But now that you said it, it kind of makes sense. You're right. I should just leave that one alone and make that one just my mile muncher bike. Like you said, I got the FXR, I got the Dyna that I can do stupid shit on. Yeah. And I got
we're going to get that Supermoto going this winter. Get it all fixed up.
Hell yeah. And then if I can, if I really want to go slow and cruise, I got the Shovelhead.
Yep. Wow. You can go slow. I don't know how far you're going to cruise on that.
True. So, motor work. What do you got done to your motor? I know you told me, Khoury, but I honestly, I forget.
The usual intake and exhaust. I got a set of Woods 222 cams in there, oil pump, cam plate. Had that all dyno tuned, and that's pretty much it for now. Till that motor blows, I'm pretty much gonna run that as is.
Did you go with a hydraulic tensioner or did you go gear driven?
No, hydraulic tensioners.
Yeah,
You
I have.
need a crankshaft that's like perfect in order to run gear drive, and
That's what I heard.
I did that at 30,000 miles. I knew my crankshaft wasn't going to be perfect.
Yeah. So 15. So was it a 103 to begin with?
Yeah, started as a 103, still a 103.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you didn't do any pistons or anything?
Nope, haven't.
No.
Like I said, I'm going to run that motor as is till it blows, and then I'll do something else.
Yeah. Hey, how many miles you got on it now?
Just short of 40.
So yeah, you nothing.
I'm just getting broken in. I got plenty of life left in that motor.
You got at least another 100.
She's
Khoury, we were talking about you said you had a set of 10-inch bars lying around, and we were talking about it because I had that Saddleman seat. Well, I've been riding a shit ton of 2-up, and everybody hates riding 2-up on the Saddleman seat. So I put my old Mustang seat back on, and now I kind of don't want to take it off because it's perfect. It's perfect with those bars. Like when I had my Saddleman on, I was comfortable, but the passengers hated it. But the one thing I noticed is like my right shoulder would always get tired because even though it pushes you forward, I sit lower. So my arms are just up a little bit more. I put that Mustang seat back on. Oh man, it's like cruising for days. It's like being on a couch. It's so nice.
Oh yeah.
It's so nice. I might have to sell that Saddleman seat. I don't know. I got it. I got a smoking deal on it, but I like it for myself, so I don't know.
Well, yeah, you know what you really need to do is, I know it's out of the question, blah, 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 but you just need to get another bike. Make that Street Glide you're touring, ugly looking thing with the big seat, big windshield, gay handlebars, all the cool stuff you got done to it. And buy something else. You need a Sportster. You look so good on Sportsters.
I fucking love it. I don't care. I love Sportsters. The right tank, the tank makes all the difference on a Sportster. I love Sportsters. Super light or a nice older Dyna.
Dude, I'm all about the Sportsters.
You can't kill those things. Like those little Evos were indestructible motors.
Yeah, for sure.
Go run the hell out of one of them.
Yeah, I mean, last weekend I went riding with a couple Sportsters. The kids ripping rolling burnouts, friggin' bouncing off rev limiter all day long. Ran fine. Still running. Pulling wheelies, everything. That's, yeah. But what the hell was it? I was just gonna, mobbing in the mountains. Oh, did Palo go with you guys?
Polo? Not on this trip, no.
Polo, no. Okay.
No. He couldn't, he just started a new job. He's working for one of the cities down there, so he couldn't pull the time off to go.
Is he in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, he used to live right around the corner from Rhodey. I think he lives closer to you, Jim.
Yeah. Because where Rhodey used to live, we were like 4 minutes apart.
Yeah.
5 minutes apart. And I think he's still in that general vicinity, but Rhodey's on the other side. Rhodey's closer to where I used to live.
Nice. So Indian Larry, let's talk Indian Larry because, oh man, best damn day of the year for me.
Yeah, I was blessed.
Yeah. How was your ride home? Alone? You had to ride home alone?
Oh yeah.
Did you make it out of Brooklyn? Okay.
Barely.
Yeah.
New York drivers suck. Like
And-
people complain about Massachusetts drivers. We're not that bad. We're not. I don't care what you say. We are not that bad a driver.
New York takes the cake.
People cutting you off. They not paying attention. They don't care. If there was a way to get to Indian Larry's without having to deal with that, it'd be great. But getting in and out of the city is god.
It blows.
You know what? It was kind of the opposite for me. I loved it because there was a group of us. We were like, I think 5 bikes, which was perfect. And we were all just splitting lanes. I don't think we stopped for a single red light, just bombing through the city. And I was on high alert. So I was looking everywhere. It was a blast. It was fun. But I don't think you could ride like that every day in the city. I mean, eventually we're going to get caught. Someone's going to say something. We're going to get hit by a taxi. So, but just for that one day, riding in and out of Brooklyn, God, it was fun. Oh.
Did I ever tell you my story of going to the movies in the Bronx? Did I ever tell you that?
No, just when you were in college?
Yeah. So I went to school in New Rochelle, which isn't too far from all the boroughs. me and this girl, we're gonna go down to the cinemas, and it's on the edge of New Rochelle. So we go to the movie, we leave, we get lost. This is 1998 ish. You don't have cell phones and GPS and all the shit back then, right? So all of a sudden, we're driving along and we get pulled over, and the cop comes up and she's like, "What do you?" He looks at us. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" We left the movie theater. He's like, "You're in the Bronx," and we're like, "Yeah." He's like, "No, this is not a good area for two people like you." So he gives us directions, and he's like, "Here's the deal. You're gonna go this way. Come to a red light. Make sure it's safe. Go through it. Just go through it. Go and get up on the highway, and here's how you go." And he gives us all these directions. He's like, "If anybody pulls you over, this is my name and my badge number. You tell him to call him on the radio. You tell him I told him to do that." He's like, "Get out of here now."
Jeez. Where the hell were you?
Yeah,
It was like, we were in the Bronx. It was like 11:30, 11:45. We went to like an 8 o'clock movie or something, and it was late, and we took a wrong turn, and we were like, the two of us were already shitting bricks, and then this guy lights us up and pulls us over. We're like, "Oh no!" And he's like, his whole message was like, "Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. Run red lights." He's like, "Safely run red lights. If it's red, pull up to it. Stop. Look. Go. Don't stop."
Well, that's like what was that Chevy Chase, the National Lampoon's one? Was it Vegas Christmas Vacation, where they're in the Bronx and he's asking for directions and they're literally stealing his luggage out of his car
No, that's Vacation. It's not the Bronx. It's they're supposed to be like in like Detroit or something, or Kansas City or something like that, because they're going across the country, and they're like, yeah, he's asking for directions. They're stealing his hubcaps and his tires and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. New York is like, I don't have many fond memories. So Khoury, I'm just gonna talk about it. I was told a story about when you guys came home. Did you forget to do something when you came home? I'm trying not to sell my friend out of the bus, but did you forget to put your feet down, Khoury?
What do you mean?
I was told a story. You guys stopped and you forgot to put your feet down.
And he fell over.
When?
I just want to know if it's true. I was told when you guys were in Dartmouth, you stopped and you forgot to put your feet down.
I put my feet down, but at that point my legs were so frozen, my feet didn't really have enough strength to keep the bike up, and it just kind of tilted and went over. Yeah,
Dude, I don't care.
Pretty tired at that point, so it's like, oh.
Hey, he tells me this. He goes, "Oh, Khoury was really tired." He's like, "I'm way older than him, and I was doing great." And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's no way either one of you were doing great after 22 hours.
Oh no, we were both tired. We were both ready to be home, and yeah,
did the bike get out okay? That's the important thing. You're obviously okay.
Yeah.
Do you have
when 900 plus pounds decides it's going over?
Yeah.
Us mere mortals are not stopping that.
Nice.
Just let it fall and pick it back up.
Especially after being on it for 22 hours.
Yeah.
Do you have just a stock like rear saddlebag protection, or do you have something different back there?
Yeah, I got like just the stock chrome guards front and rear.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. They do the trick if you just
Yeah, they protect it from a roll.
Yep.
It's not
I had that happen to me and my wife one night where I used to live. It was early spring, so like they hadn't done like the cleanup, and I used to live in an apartment complex, and I used to come in through, and I would park in a carport, and I could usually drive through the carport and then just back up. Well, there were cars there, so I was going to let her go, and I put my foot down, and I was right in a patch of sand, and my leg just went out, and the bike just went.
Yep.
It just kind of gently went on the ground, like, you know what I mean? But we've all been there.
Damn rookies. Have you been riding your whole life, Khoury? Did you grow up riding, or is this kind of like, when did you start riding?
I mean, I started on the back. My dad, that 79 Honda, he bought that thing, I think, brand new. And he rode it for a while. He actually got rear-ended on that thing. Not hard. Somebody tapped him and knocked him over. He put it away for a while. He pulled it back out when I was a kid, probably 9 or 10. And he got the thing, fired back up and running, and he'd take me for rides on that thing. And from then on out, I was hooked. But I didn't get my first bike or my license till, 2014, 2015?
Oh, okay.
I've been riding like 10 years on my own now.
All right. That's a good amount. So you got some miles under your belt.
Oh, yeah.
Did you pass your motorcycle test the first time?
I passed my motorcycle test 4 days after getting my permit.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I was sitting in the DMV waiting for my permit test. I pulled up my phone. I'm looking. The local training place had a class that weekend. Signed up for it right there while waiting for my license test.
So you did the class.
Yep, I did the MSF class and
Oh, okay. See, I didn't do that.
test at the end.
So, Khoury, what did you take your test on? What kind of bike?
It was one of those like Honda 125 Nighthawks, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Those were pretty
because
popular back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you take yours on your night train?
I did, yeah. But no, Khoury said he went to the class, so everybody was on one of those little bikes.
On those, yeah. Those were pretty popular, though.
Yeah, so the class is perfect. So literally, you take the class for the weekend, and if you pass the class, you get your license, right?
Oh, they do the license test at the end, which is just
Oh, yeah.
a couple of the things you've already been practicing is they reevaluate you on them and you pass.
Yeah.
There's one guy in our class. He goes, the teacher at the end, she goes to him, "You've been riding a scooter. You passed. Do not go buy a motorcycle. Do not ride it on the road. You still need a lot of practice."
But you passed.
But you passed.
Yeah. See,
I took mine in Lowell. Remember the old Lowell registry?
oh yeah, yep. That's where I took mine.
I mean, you don't go on the road. Like they have you do like a straightaway to shift through the gears, and then you do a figure eight and a circle or whatever. I took mine on a when I was working at the Honda dealer. This guy Vic let me use his bike. It was a CBR 900 RR. That's what I took my license test on.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, I got my permit, and I think I rode around on my permit for, 3 full weeks. Set up my appointment, and I went. I didn't have a Harley yet. I took Edwin's night train, 2002 night train,
Okay.
all black. And I just remember I did the test, easily passed because, I was practicing. And I just remember the state trooper saying to me, I hate these black bikes, all black. I can't see you guys at night, just all black. Just be careful out there. That's all I remember from the test. So.
I remember it being very long. I really feel like the guy made me like ride out, ride back, just shift through the gears, and then do the figure eight and do a circle. And do like the hand signals.
Yeah, the hand signals. And then, you had to come get into like third gear and then brake and downshift and brake at the same time and come to a stop. Just so, but the class is the way to do it. That's all my other friends have been doing that. Just take the class, and at the end of the class, you got your license.
Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of good information you get from that class, especially if you've never really ridden on the road before.
Yeah,
you can pick up a ton of good, just basic knowledge that you didn't necessarily think of on your own.
Exactly.
Those classes are well worth it.
Oh, for sure.
I see those classes. The name's going to escape me. They're down there doing them. They're usually run by like police instructors now. Like they're like on the touring bikes doing like all the slow maneuvers and stuff like that. I'd like to take one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those look pretty cool. You see, Steph rides. She's been doing that.
Yeah, Steph rides in the other girl, her friend.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name. She Glide.
Yeah, but
the two of them are doing them a lot.
It looks easy. I tried to do it on my Road Glide the other day just because I was waiting for someone. So I was trying to do figure eights in my street. My street's kind of narrow. It's a one way. So I was trying to do, and I had to put my feet down a couple times, but I kind of get used to it. You really gotta lean and literally turn the wheel the whole time, and just look where you're going.
Are you dragging the rear brake? Are you covering that rear brake pedal?
No, I wasn't at first, but I did start to do that because that's key, right?
Yep. Slip the clutch. Keep your RPM around 2,000 RPM.
Yeah.
You don't need a ton of that rear brake, but just enough to kind of keep you in control from accelerating too much, and then steer.
Well, and it's an opposite lean too. It's not a lean into the turn. It's an opposite lean, which is
that's that counter.
Yeah, not intuitive.
Yeah.
No.
Like your body's almost upright as the bike is leaned over.
Yep. Have you ever done any of the slow races, Khoury?
I have not. No.
I want to do one. I feel like I could be good, but I could be bad. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'll kind of practice it coming into a red light. I'll just creep up to them as slow as I can and try not to put my feet down to the last minute.
Yeah.
I think we all do that.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
It's a good way to practice, those slow skills.
Yeah.
should we
But
have
it's all rear brake.
It's all rear brake, yeah. But no, I was saying,
It's all
should we have a slow race at the Ride Life BBQ too?
Why not?
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, my streets are one way. I'll shut it down for 15 minutes. I don't care. So, nice. You got any more rides planned for this year, Khoury? What do you got?
I got nothing really planned for this year. I know Doc was trying to put together a foliage ride, and
Oh, yeah, you guys are going to come up to New Hampshire.
yep. I don't know
Nice.
if it's still open or warm enough, but I would like to try and get up and hit the King this year.
Yeah, I was there last week. Last Monday, I went up there. We had a first. Well, we had a listener
Yep.
from Michigan. So
Yeah,
he was
I saw the podcast.
yeah. So yeah, he rode all the way out here from Michigan, and yeah, I took him around New Hampshire, so it was pretty cool.
Nice.
Prime foliage right now, so it's a perfect time.
Oh yeah.
You don't ride.
Franconia Notch. People
Oh.
hiked up to the top, and it was just packed with people.
Oh, it is.
People still trying to enjoy those last few warm weekends.
Yep. You don't ride all winter like Rody does, do you?
Yes and no. I've done it before, but now that they're using that liquid calcium on the roads, and once the sand goes down, I really don't want to be mid corner, surprise sand, and dump the bike. So
Yeah, it's nothing worse. Yeah.
between the calcium and the sand, I put it away.
Where Khoury is in that belt from where you are up north towards the New Hampshire border is like the sand capital of the world. They love sand. Where I used to live in Gardner, they didn't start using salt till like 7 years ago. So like they never salted the road. So like if it snowed, they just keep dumping fucking sand down and more sand and more sand and more sand. And the snow doesn't go away. It just gets hard packed with sand on it. Yeah, it's a nightmare.
But I mean, I almost like the winter to do stuff to my bike, to do some upgrades. I feel like if I lived in Florida and I could ride all year round, I feel like I wouldn't do as much to my bikes because I just want to ride them all the time. But so I enjoy the winter. It's nice downtime.
Mm-hmm.
I get to talk to the bikes, let them know what's up, and tell them they did good for the summer. So, oh man,
I definitely try to plan my upgrades and major services for the winter. So
yeah. What do you got for this winter? Anything on the books?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking it might be time to put a belt on that thing. I'm just about out of belt.
Knobbies.
Well,
I'm there too.
The tension adjustment. I'm pretty much right at the end of the cam.
Oh, gotcha.
So that belt's probably just about done. And
Now-
so that means
Oh, sorry. Would you swap to chain drive or would you stay belt?
let's stay belt drive. Yeah, 40,000 miles of zero service versus having a clean and lube a belt all the time or a chain. I'll keep the belt.
Yep.
I'm due for a belt too. Rumor has it my bike's sleeping at Roadie's this winter.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he's been trying to clean that up so you guys can.
yeah. Well, and I keep telling him like, hey, I'll come over. I'll help you do whatever you want. But he's just got like a shit ton of other projects going too. So I don't think he's like working on one thing at a time. But like, I should at a bare minimum do a belt.
Yep.
This winter for sure.
Well, if you do the belt, the swing arm's got to come off, so I'm gonna clean it, lube all that stuff, and yeah,
How many miles you got on your bike, Jim?
34,000.
All right. So, I mean, have you ever checked the tension? Have you?
Well, we just did it when we did the tires and stuff like that. It's not that. It's starting to. I mean, remember my bikes are 14, so it's an 11-year-old belt. So it's more about that than the tension part of it.
They have that guy Ethan had this. It was a belt tensioner. It's supposed to be for chain drives, but he used it. It's I think who did he say made it? Kraus maybe. It's just Alloy Art I think makes it. And he said it's a tensioner on the belt, and he's like it keeps it aligned perfectly on the pulley and everything. So he was a big fan of it.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, and it just like it hooks up to the pretty much where you check the tension. You know how your little the belt guard has that little like a
Tension window.
yeah, exactly. It pretty much hooks up right there. So I think it's Alloy Art. He'll comment and let us know. Ethan, let us know where that's from. I forget. Yeah, I'm looking forward to some winter upgrades. But yeah, if you and Doc and you're gonna come up here, let me know because I'm down to ride the Kank again, and I'll bring you some good roads.
Get some good weather.
Oh, I can't. Tomorrow's going to be 80. I'm riding tomorrow. I'm not working.
Yeah.
Then Tuesday, again, I'm riding. I'm not working. Shocker.
Fucking
Oh,
the real husbands of New Hampshire over here.
yeah.
All right, what are you saying, man? We're at an hour and 1 minute.
Really? Mine says 59.
Yeah, but
All right.
you're
Well,
always
yeah. Khoury, you want people following you on Instagram?
If they want to, they can. I really, very often.
Go check. It's Khoury, Khoury, 15 SG.
Yes.
That. So yeah, go check him on it.
An underscore in there or something, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'll come up. So yeah, go check out Khoury on Instagram. He doesn't post much, but when he does, you can't believe it anyways because it's false. But the Ride Life podcast on Instagram, the Ride Life Gym, the Ride Life Brian, YouTube. Go check out YouTube. We put it on YouTube every week, and we'll put a picture. We did a roast before Khoury came on, so we'll put the picture up there, and you can see what Austin's bike is all about, what we were talking about, and why we were talking about it. So, all right, thanks, Khoury, for coming on. I appreciate you.
Good to see
Khoury,
you
don't
guys.
hang up. We'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.